Very, very warm good evening. Those of you who were there earlier on the live against East Bengal versus Kerala Blasters, welcome back. It's now the top clash of the evening. Bengaluru FC versus Mohun Bagan Super Giant at the Kanteerava, in which, of course, the aim of both the teams is to try and get the 3 points. Mohun Bagan Super Giant, the team who have won all of their games, 4 matches, 4 wins, 12 points to their name, while at the other end, BFC with 2 wins, a draw, and a loss, 7 points. And again, if Mohun Bagan win tonight, I guess they take a giant step towards the title and or an important step towards the title giant, I think would be a little too much. And on the other side, BFC, if they want to stay in the title race, they could theoretically today need those points. So therefore, different angles for those two teams, and it will be interesting to see how those two teams prevail. We are already in the third minute of this game, guys, and hopefully an exciting game of football to see between BFC and Mohun Bagan Super Giant as we speak. As of course, the earlier game ended in a 1-1 draw between East Bengal and Kerala Blasters, meaning the Blasters have their first point of the season, of the first point of the campaign, and East Bengal drop even more points. That will be a worrying thing for the Kolkata Giants. Well, here in Bangalore, looking at Bangaluru's line-up, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu in goal, Nikhil Pujari, Sana Singh, Rahul Beke, and Roshan Narem in defense. We have Kuziev, Fanai, and Brian Sanchez in midfield. Ryan Williams, Ashik Kurunian on the wings, and a certain Sunil Chetri up front as the captain of BFC. So therefore, looking forward to Sunil as captain. Fantastic. And meanwhile, the guests from Kolkata have Vishal Keth in goal. Interestingly, Tom Aldred and Alberto Rodriguez in defense. Abhishek or Abhi Mite as right back. Captain Shubhashish goes back as left back. Apuya, Thapa, and Petratos in midfield. Listen Kolasa Manvising on the wings, and Jamie McLaren, 7 goals to his name so far, up front as their striker. So therefore, that's the reality of things. And BFC, of course, looking in this first few minutes to try and try and control affairs, try to get something going to their name, because it's very, very important. Sunil will be important, and especially game for BFC head coach Randy Singh, because Randy, of course, a former Mohun Bagan, not only player but also captain of the Mariners. So both the teams trying to take control. Mohun Bagan with the ball, of course, who have um, the tendency these days to try and combine and play football under Lobera with movements in the middle, but also, if need be, play it to the back line. Let Tom Aldred, let Alberto play it, but also use the wingers. But BFC on the other side, of course, also have capabilities. Brian Sanchez, I think, is going to be the key man. Mohun Bagan dispossess, and it's an attempt by both teams in the middle of the park to try and control possession. So far, lack of clarity, I guess, um, as to who is the better of the two teams. As Mohun Bagan use the width of the field once more, missing Robson Robinho on the starting lineup, and looking at the bench, Mavia Ralte, Ricky Nite, Namyal Bhutia, Suresh Wangjam, Sonam Versh Nea, Vinit Venkatesh, Shivaldo Singh, Shivashakti Narayan, and Monirul Molla. Dangerous attack for Mohun Bagan. Still with the Mariners in the box, but keep the ball. And at the other end side, Zahid U in the box again. but the man is keeping with the ball. Mehtab Singh, Amar Ranawade, Abhishek Suryavanshi, Salabdul Samad, Deepak Tangri, Sohail Ahmed Bhatt, Jason Cummings, and Kian Nasiri, the ones on the Bagan bench at the Kanteerava. And that is going to be the question for BFC. Can they create something out of this game? That's I guess been the question all day. And so far, Bengaluru or to Sunil, but Mohun Bagan at the other end. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for BFC to deny. Yeah, sorry, I can't recognize the players because for whatever reason, the stream here on YouTube is not as clear, as clean as it can be or should be. Sorry for that at the moment. I'm trying to figure out if it's a problem on my end or if it's a problem on something else. As BFC try to build Mohun Bagan attack. Nearly 10 minutes played, still goalless at the Kanteerava. As both the teams will want to keep the points, take the points. Mohun Bagan on the left into the box, but BFC intercept, intervene. Could have been more dangerous as BFC throw in. 10 minutes on the clock, goalless in Bangalore. BFC trying to combine. Good to see the crowds there. Throw in Mohun Bagan, ball went out. Difficult. I don't know if it's my problem or if it's a streaming problem that the video isn't the best. Mohun Bagan in attack, play into the center, but BFC intervene. Yeah. BFC, of course, playing in their special pink third kit. Mohun Bagan in their away white. As both the teams are looking already intrigued by the speed of the game. Yeah, Orithro, if you've seen the earlier game, those are two different matches, I would say. And different worlds, I guess, could be another word about that, because the earlier game, yeah, Kusanov against McLaren. Yeah, so the less we speak about the earlier game, the better. Yeah, two different leagues. And again, it is to me also disappointing. East Bengal, really disappointing. while the Blasters surely looked like a team who are fighting relegation. They're trying to stay alive in the league. Nothing more, nothing less. And again, that's a reality for the Blasters. And I think the Blasters themselves know that better than anybody else. And therefore, that's important. And meanwhile, here, both the teams capable of creating opportunities. Mohun Bagan building up at the back. And Petratos dropping. Shivashish Bose. Liston today on the left. I've liked Liston on the right this season under Lobera. So, yeah. And Petratos, the best that I've seen of Petratos in the last 2 years, I would say. They signed wrong foreigners, according to me. I'm talking about Caravas. Yeah, so looks. They gambled, and that gamble hasn't paid off. As a Bagan fan, I'd want them to press and attack. That's what I want. Yeah, let's see. As Bangalore forced to drop deep. Alberto was probably the best centre back at the moment in the league. Shivashish, Liston. Is it to Petratos? Back to Aldret. Without Izajaris, but nothing as well. Dead football really from both sides. Yeah, so but again, there are those 2, 3 foreigners, I think, in all these teams who make that difference, without whom you and I would say, this team, that team, whatever team it is not that good. As Mohun Bagan is on that right wing. Ball into the danger zone, headed out. Attempt from, is it Petratos? Yeah, seems to be corner for Mohun Bagan. A lot of action in front of the Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Yeah, some holding, pushing between Ashik and Manveer. It is Anirudh Thapa to take the corner, which is being blocked. And the referee having a word with Sana and with Alberto. I guess it's the holding, the pushing, the shoving. Petratos and Shivashish Bose in the middle. Thapa with the ball. It goes over everyone. And Liston can't keep it in. Throw in, BFC. Renly wanted to get involved, but left it then for the ball boy to give the ball to Nikhil Pujari. He's had a good start to the season. 15 minutes, goalless at the Kanteerava BFC versus Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Another throw in. And to Nikhil. Throw in. Back to Nikhil Prabhu. Earns another throw in. Novera. Yeah. Kushal Das, yeah. Rest in peace, Kushal. Very sad when I heard it yesterday. Nikhil Pujari, good cross. Abhishek allows it to get to Ashik. Can Ashik get past him? Ashik still with the ball. Ashik Kurunian. Ashik on the edge of the box. And Puya helps goal kick Mohun Bagan. Miguel is foreigner. He's Brazilian. So Kevin Yoke must be playing a striker, according to me, on the wing. He's not that useful. If you check his stats as well, he hasn't scored a lot of goals. Yeah, but hasn't scored a lot of goals, then how is he your central striker? He's a winger. Sure. Kevin is not a striker. Vishal Keth with the goal kick. Ball not on the line. Nikhil clears it. BFC with the ball. Fanai under pressure from Petratos as a foul. Rahul Beke with a quick free kick. Ashik will not get to it. Good idea from Rahul Beke, but Ashik Kuronian. But then he's saying why? Yeah, Renu under pressure. Abhimite. Abhimite with the throw in. Another one for BFC, no? Yeah, for BFC this time. Rahul Beke. Nikhil Prabhu. Nikhil Pujari, sorry. Shubhashish beats his marker with Ryan Williams. Shubhashish looking for Liston, who moves in nicely. Liston Kolasu with a shot. But that's not a problem for Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, the big man. Nikhil allows him space to move in. Rahul Beke. Sana, sorry. Looking for Ashik. Keeps it in. Ashik Koronian. Sanchez out to Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams looks at Sunil Chetri. Ooh, that could have been dangerous. Now chance for Mohun Bagan to break, but all out. Sana. Nikhil. Ooh. Liston blocks. Nikhil. Nice ball. Does Ryan Williams get to it? Yes, he will. And that should be a corner. No, not a corner. Very. Let's see Ryan Williams. Yeah, that's a corner. Alberto with the last touch. Okay. He's in the press though, yeah. Corner given, sorry. Kuziev to take it. The man from Uzbekistan. We're in the 20th minute, still goalless at the Kanteerava. BFC versus MBSG. That's a good corner headed out. Ashik didn't have height that ball. Ashik, very dangerous. Headed out by Mahesh. Naram. Roshan Naram. Gurpreet with the ball. And BFC regroup. Yeah, exactly. Racing. Yeah. Ball over the top. Same idea. 20 minutes played. Quite a bit of speed in this game. And BFC have opportunities. Ashik beats Abhimite, but Apuya takes the ball off him. Apuya. Tom Aldred. Vishal. Careful. Vishal. Shubhashish keeps it in. Petratos looking for McLaren. Sana clears his lines. Aldred. Papa. Abhimite. Apuya. Papa. Abhimite. Apuya. Aldred. Petratos. Alberto. Across to Apuya, who is now in the BFC half. Back with Apuya. Aldred. Alberto Rodriguez. Petratos under pressure. Petratos loses the ball. And foul from Fanai. That's good defensive work from Fanai. Oh, it's a foul, but young Fanai. And one tap national score alongside Apuya. So if he plays like this, surely, I think not only you, I think all of us would like to see Anirudh Thapa besides Apoya and the national team in the midfield. And a reminder to all of those you who are watching, if you're liking this watch along, do leave a like behind, share it with others to join us in our conversations. And of course, also subscribe to the channel. We crossed the 3,900 mark today. We're at 3,906. Thank you very much. Ball out to that right wing, sorry. Abi Mitai looking for McLaren cleared by BFC. Apuya. Petratos. Alberto. Liston losing the ball. Brian Sanchez. Plays it short. Nice ball. Gets it back. Uziev. Oh, there's someone to fall. Is that a foul on Apuya? Let's see that again. Sanchez. Apuya gets involved. It's the referee's ball. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't foul to me. Maybe I saw something wrong. Referee Lakshay. Long ball will go out. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu to take a goal kick for BFC. Rahul Beke with all the experience. When he was missing, BFC had a massive problem at the back. 24 minutes now on the clock. Let's see who, as I said earlier on, who's on the bench. Mavia Ralte as a second goalkeeper. Ricky Mitai, Namyal Bhutia, Suresh Wangjam, Soham Vashnea, Vinit Venkatesh Shivaldo, Shivashakti, and Monirul Mulla. For Mohun Bagan, Syed Zaid, Mehtab Singh, Amar Ranawade, Abhishek Suryavanshi, Sahal Abdul Samad, Deepak Tangri, Sohail Ahmed Bhatt, Jason Cummings, and Kian Nasiri. So Robson Robinho continues to miss due to injury after his 2 goals against Mohun Sporting. Mohun Bagan win the ball back. Thapa plays it to Alberto. Alberto moving up, but then Thapa, Tom Aldred, Apuya, Petratos. Across to Aldred. Alberto now in the half of BFC. Plays it wide to Shubhashish, who's now in the center. Shubhashish goes. And BFC win the ball. Ashik on his own. He's 3-4 players around him. Nikhil, Rahul, Fanai. Fanai loses it. Petratos doesn't have too many options. Plays it wide to Manveer, who's now on the left. Liston on the right. Ball played to Shubhashish. Petratos back to Shubhashish. Apuya. Tom Aldred. Abhimite. Apuya leaves it for Aldred. Across to Shubhashish. Thapa. Apuya. Abhimite keeps the ball in play. Petratos. Aldred. Alberto. Thapa. Alberto. Goes to Apuya. And that's an opportunity header from Jamie McLaren. Just above the crossbar, and McLaren wants a corner for it. And Gurpreet doing this. Good cross. Was Rahul Beke? Was there a contact from Beke? No, there's no contact from Beke. Right decision from the officials. Is the male coach who works with Conte for the youth and women's team. His husband, Hannibal. I thought, wasn't it a brother or something? I don't remember. Where does Harsh Palande play? He plays at BFC. Indian XL, but is playing in Trans Foundation. Yeah, so Apu and Thapa, Indian players, right? Yes, Orithro. They are. But again, those are players who look better when they have those players around them. If you've got Alberto and Tom behind you, you don't worry about things happening in your back, which you wouldn't if, let's say, ball across to Liston on the right. Says, watch it. I don't think Zasha is that good. Look at the patches and how some of the areas seem to have been covered up. I don't think it's that good a surface. We've seen a better Kanteerava in the past. Petratos out to Shubhashish on the left. Shubhashish with the cross. BFC have to clear. And that will be now a throw in on the right. Sana with the contact. Mohun Bagan. Is the ball. Throw in BFC. Ryan Williams to Nikhil. Nikhil being followed by Manveer, plays it to Sana. Sana to Roshan. Roshan shot or attempted shot blocked by Liston. See what I'm saying? They can play this week in, week out. There has to be something wrong with the national team. No, or not. Oh, ball across. Oh, Sunil can't get to it. Retro. Again, simple thing. If you're playing around these foreigners, you are going to be better. That there is something wrong with the national team is something different. But if you don't have those qualities with you, it's a matter of confidence and other things. Rahul Beke a little bit under pressure. Beke plays it back to Gurpreet. Little overambitious to play it to Fanai. Thapa on the left, looking for Petratos in the middle. Good interception for BFC. Sanchez, Sunil Sanchez. BFC Ryan Williams. That's a foul from Shubhashish. National team is limited time to gel with each other, and that's why there is quality difference. It's not about gelling and all, and it's quality difference. Guys, it is, there are multiple things and why things are the way they are. 30 minutes played. We are in drinks break. And the point here is the coach can be, the tactics can be, the players around you can be. Yeah, that was the long range attempt from Dimi Petratos early on. And Petratos has been the lifeline of Mohun Bagan. He's been creating stuff and trying to create, and has even been vital in his own half. The first time I saw a match in Kanteerava was in 2003 SAF Cup. In my opinion, that was the worst pitch. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Looking at a pitch and then under floodlights is always difficult to say and judge how good or how bad a pitch is. And that is something which is this. This game has a good flow. This game has a very good flow, Prithviraj. If you compare it to the earlier game today, much better football from both the teams. And this shows you the difference between teams which are a little higher in the table than teams who are fighting. Yeah, East Bengal disappointing. Blasters, I didn't expect anything different. But again, the Blasters finally have the first point on the table. I'll be very, very happy with that. And the question is now, what can you do with it? Current standings, if this result stays, Mohun Bagan would drop their first points. They would move to 13 points from 5 games. East Bengal, after today's draw, are on 8 points from 5 matches. But with the both better goal difference, move past Goa and Mumbai City, of course, who play tomorrow and day after. BFC would also move to 8 points if they draw today, but would be 6th behind Goa and Mumbai City because of the goal difference. And at the bottom, Mohammedan last with now the only team without a point. Delhi and Kerala Blasters on 1 point each. Mohun Bagan headed forward. McLaren, Petratos, but BFC intercept. Brian Sanchez looking for Sunil. Couldn't get him. So therefore, these are some of the realities of this game at this moment. Mohun Bagan, I would think, has more ball possession. Let me check if that is true or not. Yeah, 67 to 33% is the current piece of stat. It's interesting. And the players with the highest ratings so far, Shubhashish Bose, Alberto Rodriguez, and Tom Eldred for Mohun Bagan. Nikhil Pujari, Sana Singh, and Ashik Kurunian at BFC. Quite a number of Mohun Bagan fans at the ground. Good to see that. 34 minutes on the clock. Still goalless at the Kanteerava between Mohun Bagan Super Giants, guests of Bengaluru FC. A matchup of the current visiting a former champion. Also 2 former I-League champions. Apuya. Apuya on the right. Apuya Ralte. Apuya with the cross. Headed out by his former Mumbai City teammate, Rahul Beke. Is this one team that goes down? At the moment, Sasha, my understanding, yes. But the teams are still in discussions with the AIFF. Ryan Williams. Oh, there was a push there. Not given. Liston on the left. Liston beats. Ooh. Nikhil Pujari. That's a bad pass from Liston. Throw in Mohun Bagan. Shubhashish Bose to take it. And Liston Colasso beat, I think, Nikhil Pujari. Or was it? Yeah. He beat Nikhil Pujari. Had ample of space. And Sana able to clear. 35.5 minutes. Shubhashish Bose looked like a long throw in, then only to Thapa. Earns another one. That was wasted. Shubhashish. Liston cleared by Sanchez. On your way to Aldred. The FC are too deep, in my opinion. This is asking for trouble keeping the midfield so empty in the low block. Yeah. Mohun Bagan on the left. Liston Colasso against Pujari, but dribbles himself out of the way. Ball kept in. And it's a throw in. Tavera not happy with Liston. Thapa into the box, headed out by Sana. Apuya on the volley. No, he's scored some bangers out of that distance. But as he's saying, Sasha, agree with you. Inviting trouble. That also the gaps are too big between midfield and defense at BFC at the moment sometimes. Thapa loses the ball. Nikhil. Nikhil trying to do a Liston against Liston. Long ball. And Alberto plays it back to Vishal. Sunil charging at Tom Aldred. And ball across to Alberto. Mohun Bagan build up. Apuya. Aldred back to Apuya. 37 plus minutes played. Goalless and the Kanteerava. Thapa, Bose, Liston across to the other side. Abhimite gets involved. Plays it back to Petratos, who might be willing to take a shot. Yes, he does. But no danger for Gurpreet Singh Sandhu's goal. It's AC building up. Roshan. Long chip ball. Avimite clears. Back to Roshan. Kuziev. Brian Sanchez. Brian Sanchez with space. Brian Sanchez plays it out wide to Ryan Williams. A little too far. Plays it to Nikhil Pujari. Pujari into the box. Headed out by Rodriguez. Important. Rahul Beke. Now a phase where BFC is trying to build up. Ryan Williams into the box. Cleared. And that should be a corner. Cleared by Rodriguez. Ahead of Brian Sanchez. Important for BFC not to just drop back and allow the opponent to play. Interesting. Kuziev, third corner for BFC. And once more, the reminder, like, share, and subscribe. Corner for BFC in pink. Kuziev, that's a good corner. That's a header from Rahul Beke. And goes over. And we're asking for a foul. Won't get it. And we're saying Kuziev with the corner. And Beke charging in. Good opportunity for the Blues, who are playing in pink today. 40 minutes on the clock. BFC nil. MBSG nil. Vishal Keth combining with his defenders. Abhimitai. That's a wrestling match against, Apuya against Kuziev. Yeah, Kuziev holding on to Apuya. Doesn't want him to get away. Now Mohun Bagan on the left. Shubhashish Bose. Petratos. Thapa. Across to Abhimite. Abhimite chips it into the box. Cleared by Roshan. And Sunil loses the ball to Aldred. Rodriguez. Aldred. Rodriguez chips it forward for Liston. Bose. Shubhashish. Liston Colasso. Plays it to Thapa. Thapa will play it out to Abimite. Petratos. Petratos! And that McLaren header does not go goalwards. And that's a goal kick for Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. A guy called Divij Surapaneni signed in Croatia third division, some injury range trials for Mr. Got some driven move. Yeah. I don't honestly don't want to sound rude, but I've never heard the name of this player. And Croatia third division would be for me semi-pro, if not amateur. Right? So therefore, yeah. And he was at Roots and BFC under. And about career stats, there's no information available of the player. Yeah, sorry. To me, looks like a money move. Mohun Bagan building up. Thapa across to Abhimite on the right. Manveer. Manveer Singh plays it back to Apuya. Tom Aldred. Alberto. Ryan Sanchez gives him the space. Thapa, Shubhashish Bose, Liston, and Nikhil Pujari to clear his lines. Tom Aldred chests it to Alberto. Thapa. Shubhashish. Abhimite. Petratos. Alberto. Apuya. Thapa. And good interception from Ryan Williams, throw in. Mohun Bagan Super Giant. 43 minutes plus on the clock. Liston Shubhashish again cleared. Brian Sanchez. $16 a month is too much. Isn't too expensive. Ashish, it is the same, $13 in some markets, €10 in some markets. So, yeah. Maybe says a club engagement with fans. This season, I can't say. But over the years, it's always been good. Today, it feels a bit frustrating watching Liston. Yeah, Prithviraj, it's the old Liston today, I feel, right? With all the mistakes that Liston loves to do. And Mohun Bagan have not been as penetrative as they can be. BFC's given them spaces. BFC's allowed them spaces, but to me, cleverly sorted it. Rahul Beke plays it out to Nikhil Pujari. Now a little bit of space for Nikhil, but Liston having to charge out. Nikhil, cross into the middle. Apuya, to Sunil. Ryan Williams, shot attempt blocked. Fanai. Out to Ashik. Ryan Williams, switching flanks. Ashik, 1-2. Ashik, that's the one too many. Apuya steals it. Apuya and wins a free kick in the end. And that's not smartly done by the BFC midfielders. There are three of them. And Prithviraj says, bro, same here. And they forgot to stream a few matches. I don't think they forgot to stream a few matches. Just there is sometimes uploading problems, maybe. Yeah, which shouldn't happen if you're a paying customer, I know. Goal kick for BFC. Gurpreet to take the kick. 2 minutes of added time. We're already in the second minute of added time now. Gurpreet. Sorry. Sorry. Opara. McLaren. But offside given. Sorry. Yeah, good call from the linesman. McLaren starts a little too early. Gurpreet to take that. Could be the last free kick of that first half. High and wide. Played out. Ashik trying to keep the ball. Apuya wins it. Is it out? And referee whistles for half time at the Kanteerava. Goalless between Bengaluru FC and Mohun Bagan Super Giant in what's been a better half of football between these two sides than what we saw earlier between East Bengal and Blasters, which ended in a 1-1 draw. And 28 degrees, 30% humidity in Bangalore. So it's nice, yeah, weather over there for the match. Good attendance also to see at the stadium. And Manisha's goal is making headlines, especially in South America. Nobody knows about it. Raj, it's made even headlines here in Europe, in the sense. But again, if great goals happen now, then elsewhere, then it's forgotten in 5 minutes. In today's social media world, such a goal is liked by the people, and therefore yeah, it's but it's as I say, it's forgotten quite quickly, because there are other goals which then take its spot, and that's the way it is. If I like it, you like it, or whatever we like, and that's the way football is these days, sadly. But yeah, it is the way. That's the way it is, and I and you will not be able to. Hi, Shemo. Nice that you're joining. At halftime, goalless between Bangalore FC and Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Mohun Super Giant, 64% to 36% ball possession. I think that also shows that Mohun Bagan were more adventurous in their attacks, but were not clinical. Let's put it this way, in a nice way, from in their game. Um, it allowed BFC gave them a lot of space, but I have to say that they weren't clinical in any form or shape. So that's a reality. But yeah, it's the way it is, and um, I guess yeah, Mohun Bagan had more of the chances, but it's one of those results which we will have to live with. Um, and that's how it is. Um, yeah, for me, um, good game, good first half, and we'll have to see what both the coaches think of what will be their approach in that second 45. Just 1 second, I need to just clear my nose. 1 second. Sorry, had to clear my nose just once. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what that second half holds. Is there a weak team? I need one who would beat Argentina or McLaren. If there's a weak team, I need one impact who would be there. Shemo, it depends on the style and the way a team plays. For me, there will be teams where it's say, you know what, you need a player in the box, then it's McLaren. If you need someone to build also stuff outside of the box, maybe be more even as like a winger on the left, then it's Ajare. So that's not you know, second half for BC will be tough because of bench. Depends on how Renedy uses his bench, right? Of course, if I have Cummings on the bench, I have Sahal on the bench on one side, I can still bring something on. I don't know if Suhel Bhatt will get minutes today. But Kian is also there. Tangri, Suryavanshi, Amar Ranawade, Mehtab Singh. Yeah, but on the other side, of course, yeah, young Rike Mitay, Namyal Bhutia, Suresh Wangjam is still on the bench. Sonam Vashnia as well. Vineet Venkatesh, Shivaldo, Shivashakti, Monirol. Yeah, you have a point. One has to say, but let's see. In sense of this season, the fan engagement for BFC is increasing. Fans are turning up in stadiums. It's really important in this tough time. Giants are losing fans. Interest level gone down. Raj, BFC, Mumbai City as well. It seems to be that the connect is there, right? Which, for example, with the Blasters, it's tough. So therefore for me, that's one. Um, Goa also got better attendance after poor one in the first game against Interkashi. So therefore, those are the things that we'll have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, this game yet to have a scorer is far better than the last game, and that is not good. Standards are like heaven and hell. Maritro, the last game for me is a question of um, mm, you know East Bengal are capable of more, and the Blasters played what they can do. So therefore, for me, um, you know, so therefore for me, it is um, yeah, a reality of our football at the moment. So how Star Cement deal happened? Srinidhi Deccan, Sri Deccan Singh, Shillong Lajong, the owner knows it and knows the person and got him involved. And yeah, I want a draw, so there's hope for lower team. Yeah, let's wait and see what happens. And yeah, Mecca will score, I think. Okay, let's see. Oscar said that some in club itself don't want success. Raj, it makes no sense. I mean, and I think Nituda, I think there was an interview yesterday, right? Um, you know, that um, Oscar started blocking people on social media and other stuff, and and all those things that are happening, which to me make no sense, but again are there. So therefore, it's a very very difficult conversation, but yeah, let's see. How many foreigners played for you since that 11 today, exclude William, and how many other bench now? Uh, there are two foreigners in Kusiaf and Sanchez. And Ryan Williams to me is a foreigner as well. I mean, he's got an Indian passport now, but he's a foreign player in that one. And overshadowed Chetri. Yeah, Orko. Sunil is in that position in the middle of the park. Not an easy position for Sunil to play. Let's be very, very clear. With um, Alberto Rodriguez and Tom Aldred in there. But yeah, This season's mess has caused many teams to be on the back foot from their foreign side, leaving especially this year, as they would have a great challenge to the likes of Mohun Super Giant. Yeah, well, yeah, maybe not. The question is simply who wants to spend, who doesn't want to spend, and we've now seen a lot of teams, being careful in their spending because they don't know how things will continue, right? So therefore, from that perspective, very difficult to say, but yeah, maybe BFC could have been a challenger, but maybe also not, right? So that's a reality. This BFC jersey rating, Dodge, I like the jersey. If you ask me, um, it's an unusual color in pink, but it looks nice and with its black applications, yeah, it looks good. Honestly, which club will I say support then and now? Shiva, this is no secret in my opinion anywhere. I have in the past worked for Mumbai City and for Round Glass Punjab. Uh, you know, and therefore I still support Mumbai City and Punjab FC. So yeah, I have a heart for them. I feel bad for Chetra at this age. Is giving his best. Others are not able to match him. Yeah, Raj, reality, no? Reality of quality, of class, and I respect Sunil to play at this age, right? I mean, that's a big thing in my opinion, that he's still playing at his age, which is yeah, uh, I think I others will have to respect that is the case. So what do you do for a living? It seems to have lots of free time. No, I don't, Shemo, I don't. I work in professional football and I take time when I can to do these things. As I said, last 2 days I couldn't do lives. Indian football is something that I've been working on, right? So it's a passion to pass on as much as right info and to the world. And Arunfoot is the platform, in my opinion, to try and do that. And I do that, and I like to do that, to be honest. And therefore, I do this, yeah, as much and as often as I can. And yeah, Bhutia versus Chetri, yeah, it's always that old discussion by Chung or Sunil. Yeah, it's mm, difficult, no? Difficult. Always. Yeah, it's um, I'm friends with both. In certain days, certain things I would take Baichung. On other days, I most probably would take Sunil. And yeah, that's my take on those two. Sorry, nose making a little bit of a problem. Sorry, it's allergy season here in Germany, so my nose is a little bit of a problem. Tapa or Apuya, I would say Apuya. Nowadays, aren't active that much, sir. Who isn't active that much? Raj, who do you mean? Do you mean me or you mean general? As they're showing shots of the fans in the stadium at the Kanteerava, quite a few Mohun Bagan fans at the ground. Um, and BFC also have come out in numbers, a lot of people in blue jerseys to see. You, sir. Raj, I've been as active as I can, right? I mean, um, I have other commitments which I do have to keep, and um, but otherwise, I've tried to be as active as possible, right? Sometimes I do videos, sometimes I also don't do videos when I don't think it is necessary to do videos. So therefore, yeah, sometimes I don't know. I've tried to keep up. For me, as I said, Apuya. You asked, Shemo, you asked, and I said Apuya to me, our best midfielder overall is, and therefore I would always pick Apuya over Thapa or anyone else at the moment. He is, for me, is the best in the options that we, so to say, have in Indian football. Both teams back on the field. 9:45 live. Raj, I've been doing so many lives in general that I have sort of with the watch-alongs. If I look at doing two watch-alongs today, did a watch-along the other day of the Indian women's teams, Punjab live, East Bengal, Goa live, right? Vietnam live as well. I was away last weekend with friends, took a break off for 2 days. We went to the North Sea, so maybe that might seem to it. But again, we've done so many watch-alongs that again today I'm doing two. I did the other day, a few weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks ago. I did two ISL, and then Dortmund Bayern as a live watch-along as well. So therefore, I'm trying my things. The 9:45 ones. Not been that much of interest also, to be honest. There's been more interest in the live watch-alongs. That's why I focused on them. And again, as you've as you know, as you realize most probably, I've also been discussing things here in these watch-alongs as well as yeah, both the teams are ready. BFC to kick off the second 45. Referee Lakshay blows the whistle and BFC kick off. Play from right to left in their special pink jerseys in the name of the ladies, and Mohun Bagan left to right in their white away kit. As Mohun Bagan are under pressure, Tom Aldred plays it out for a throw in for BFC. First few seconds, pressure from BFC. Roshan Noram plays it to Rahul Beke. Rahul Beke looking for Kurunian, and that's offside. Ashik Kurunian offside. Could have been a good chance to play and get Sree involved. He's not offside. That was not offside. If the timing of the cross was right. If you play 11 with only Messi and players, current players back from it, who would you pick? Paul, let me have to think. Throwing out. Sergio Lobera plays the ball away. That's actually not fair play from the coach. Roshan. And Sanchez gets stuck. Roshan plays it out, but Ryan Williams had moved it into a central striker position. Hong Kong match in jail and Kochi. Yep, Raj. Kochi to host the match on the 31st. So she's to take the throw in. Current 11. Ask me next time and I'll put my head to it. Is my problem would be, I think, again, who do I play right back? Who do I play left back? Who do I play? Centre backs, I guess, would be Sandesh and Anwar. Uh, mm, 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 mm. Throw in Mohun Bagan. Hit by Vishal. And that's an attempt, long range attempt. But no, not real power. Vishal clears his lines. And that ball is going to go out. I think, yeah, Kusiev to central. Yeah. Saturday watching football league quality of speed, quality, etc. looks good. Deal sport, I think everyone AIFF League to top league. Let's see. Anushka Kumari, she's so small but still has the power, scored a screen, but how can she become trained into senior? She's so diminutive. Hitesh, that's something you have to think when you're pulling up players to senior level. Shillong Najong FC was now FC, good player, good stadium, good broadcasting speed of player. Okay, excellent. BFC with the cross. Ooh, cleared just about by Abhimitay, but BFC putting pressure. Now a chance for Moman to break. And Raul Beke clears his lines. Mika Pujari, Ryan Williams, Fanai, Pujari, Fanai, Sunil plays it across to Roshan, Nikhil, Kuziev, Raul Beke. Oh, I need some nutritional food. Looks so small. May God bless her with good. Yeah, but nutritional food is not going to make her grow, right? Exponentially. So, you see, foul on Apuya. And Sunil doing like, hey, he just fell, as Sunil likes to do, and say, nearly 50 minutes on the clock, still goalless. We have seen more adventures in that second 45 so far. Aldred plays it to Avi Mite, plays it back to Tom Aldred. Apuya. Liston. Cross into the middle. And Roshan, does he touch it? Referee says yes. Petratos to take the corner for Mohun Bagan. Second for the Mariners. PFC trying to clear their lines. Sanchez. Only as far as Avi Mitai, who's now in the middle. Plays it across for Petratos, who'll keep it in. Petratos. Cross into the middle. Headed out by Raul Beke. Oh, that could be a chance for Shubhashish Bose to shoot. Shubhashish blocked. And now a chance made for BFC to break. Sanchez. Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams challenged by 3-4 players. Keeps it. Fanai. Ryan Williams. Good play by Williams. Plays it wide to Ashik. Ryan Williams on the right, left. Ooh. And Ryan Williams. Ashik also pulling his legs. Peak. Head. Unless you give a budget night, food isn't going to help. Yeah, it's too late. Ryan Williams. Yeah, Andrew blocking it. Yeah, yeah. You see a big quality difference when big teams with less foreigners on a budget. Of course, Ogni. Always see that difference. 100%. I, you know, look at Mohun Bagan, look at East Bengal, I would have said until before you think. Mohun Bagan on that left flank, played in the middle. Alberto. Aldrit, no, Alberto across to Apuya. Abimite. Dimitri. Apuya. Aldrit. Alberto. Thapa. Petratos. Avimite. Petratos. Aldred. Now we're back to what we saw a lot in the first half. Alberto trying to play a through ball. BFC win the ball. Now have to get moving fast. Lose the ball again. BFC win the ball again, but it's going to be a Mohun Bagan throw in. Brian Sanchez not happy with that decision from the referee. BFC pitch seems faster and quicker, less grass compared to Kochi and Salt Lake. I don't know if it's less grass, but yes, it seems quicker, even though it has its patches. To be honest, you can see those patches, which are becoming more evident in the second half. And I think Ashmish will get the same speed which used to before ACL injury. He could, he might. You never know. X9P. We'll have to see. Mohun Bagan now trying to dictate the pace of the game once more. Apuya, Thapa, back to Apuya. Aldred. And once more, the reminder, if you haven't, like, share, and subscribe to arunfoot. We crossed the 3,900 mark today. Oh, that's a good attempt. McLaren. It doesn't connect properly, but Mohun Bagan stay with the ball. Apuya into the box. Oh, players down. Free kick given against Manvir. And I wanted to tell you the number, 3,907. Thanks a lot. And over 3,800 people watched the earlier game. Thanks a lot for that as well. Apuya. And Manvir seems to have bundled down Sana. But I'd like to watch the chance before that. Yes, sir, except genetic is main thing, but she has so much talent, maybe height, gender growth. Yes, in women, height doesn't play much role, but against compared team height role. It does play a role, X9P. If you see, it does play a role, and either you are that talented or you're not, still goalless. When you see with the ball, back with the ball. Gurpreet to take the shot. Back with BFC in the Mohun Bagan half. Kuziev plays it out to Ashik. Ashik with a good cross. Sunil tries to head it. Yes. Liston under pressure from Nikhil Pujari. Liston. And earns Mohun Bagan to throw it. Sunil couldn't get his head to it. Lot of action in the middle of the park. But they're not getting the goals. Free kick, Mohun Bagan in their own half. Apuya chips it forward for Jamie, but Sana gets it. Kuziev with space, but no one in front of him. Oops, that's a foul. Yeah, and Kuziev is fouled from Thapa. Number 6 on the other number 6. Yes, I hope 4K soon. Thanks for 3,900 today. Men's height role comes in so much in big team like China, Bangladesh. Many of China's physically muscles the Bangladesh. Yeah, but even against Bangladesh and all, it will be a topic. Pakistan is getting players of origin and all. Yeah, we need to be better. Ball for McLaren, but he won't get to it. Yeah, not an easy game for Jay McLaren because the creation of chances for him are limited or sometimes non-existent. And that makes life for him very complex as a striker. And yes, BFC showing again a different face, like against Punjab. They weren't in the game. Nice combination. BFC now with space. Brian Sanchez plays it out to Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams. But into the arms of Vishal Keth. Mohun Bagan on the right. Petratos. Apuya. Manvir very centrally for his standards. Oh, loses the ball. Oh, that's one foul. That's two fouls. And that is given as a foul on Apuya. I would have said earlier, Brian Sanchez with the yellow card on Apuya. But that's, yeah, sorry, referee, you have to see that. That's earlier foul against Fanai from Manvir. Not good refereeing there, in my opinion. Could have been better. Apuya still in pain. Sanchez saying sorry. That's good sportsmanship. Still goalless. 60 minutes now on the clock at the Kanteerava. Will Mohun Bagan Super Giant drop their first points of this ISL campaign? That, I think, is one of those questions to be asked. 60 minutes on the clock. Free kick to be taken from the left by Dimi Petratos. Petratos. Oh, that's empty. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, important save against Alberto Rodriguez's shot. But I think the second attempt shows she was maybe offside. Rodriguez, good save by Gurpreet. And no, Shubhashish not offside. He just can't keep it on target. First time attempt. And Roshan had blocked the option to try and sneak it in short. BFC with the ball. Sanchez. Sunil. Fanai. Ryan Williams cutting in a lot this game. On one of the occasions might have been better if he just stays on the wings. But again, much better performance from BFC than in earlier match days. This is Mohun Bagan Super Giant that they're playing. Nice combination play from BFC. Ball across to Ashik with Avimita heading it to Ashik. Ashik beats his marker. And Tom Eldred is there ahead of Sunil. And Ashik seems to have some muscular problems. Roshan to take the throw in. BFC on the right. 62 minutes on the clock. Kuziev keeps the ball. Kuziev. Oh. Foul not given. Roshan. Can't get it over Tom Eldred because Sunil was lurking and cleared by Rahul Beke. Gurpreet puts it in. Oh. BFC keep it. Sanchez and Sunil can't combine. Yeah, Sunil does this on his head. He knows could have done better in that situation. Yeah, it's a handball from Sunil. But PFC are in this game. That's good to see. Mohun Bagan today being challenged in the Indian Super League by the home team. Alberto Rodriguez in the BFC half. Chips it forward. Cleared by BFC. Back with Rodriguez. And he's will play it to Apuya. Will play it across to Thapa. Abhi Mite on the wing. Plays it short to Manvir. Back to Abhi. Thapa. Anirudh Thapa. Bad pass to Petratos. Maybe a chance for BFC to break. Ashik Kurunian is on his way on that left flank, but Abhimita is with him. Ashik. Still Ashik. Ashik on the... He's inside the box. Ashik Kurunian plays it across. That shot is blocked. Then Brian Sanchez. Blocked twice by Mohun Bagan Super Giant. Monster block from Mohun Bagan Super Giant. BFC putting pressure. And Roshan's shot. Saved by Vishal Keth. Renedy Singh praying. Renedy praying to the gods. Why is it not 1-0? Was good work from Ashik Kurunian on that wing. Plays it across. 2 attempts for Sunil. Yeah. 2 attempts for Sunil. As Welsian says, bloody hell, that was a chance. I totally agree, Welsian. BFC much better in the second 45. Much more even, maybe even advantages for BFC, I have to say. 65th minute. Goalless at the Kanteerava, but it's an exciting encounter. An interesting piece of stats. BFC only 181 passes, Mohun Bagan over 400. And in the final third, Mohun Bagan exactly 100, BFC only 45. It shows you, but I would love to see, that's a foul from Manvir on Roshan. I would have loved to seen stats from the second 45 because it is most probably much more even or maybe even advantage BFC. And that pep talk at halftime from Renedy would have been good. At least his team is playing, actually creating problem for Abhimite. And Williams for Shubhashish. Apuya, that's blocked by Sunil. Brian Sanchez, and Apuya goes down again. Was there a contact? Sanchez already on a yellow. Kuziev with an attempt. Saved by Vishal Keth. Quickly released for Liston Colasso in. That is going to be Gurpreet Singh Sandhu to take it. There's a lot of speed, a lot of action. 66 minutes on the clock in this top of the table clash, I would say. Even though BFC, of course, are not in the top 3 or top 4. Ooh, again, Abhi Mitai with a mistake. That's a throw in for BFC. Ashik. There's no one. He has to wait. Most will have to allow Roshan to take it, yeah. Or no, he takes it, plays it to Roshan. Roshan into the too close to the keeper, into the arms of Vishal Keth. Vishal wants to play it long for Jay McLaren. Yeah, Renedy saying play football, don't punt it. That is the sign, very simple. Play football. Good sign from Renedy. 4 to 10 touches inside the box only. Yeah, Sasha tells you that Mohun Bagan have been more dominant of the two. But in the second 45, with half of the half gone, BFC, Aldred goes down. Oh, out to McLaren. Jay McLaren on the wing, plays it across. No one in there. Manvir to keep the ball in play, but loses. Kuziev loses it again to Manvir. And good clearance from Sana. Petratos wants to clear. Goal kick for Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Yeah, BFC smartly taking out time once in a while and then, boom, increasing the speed also. That's smart football at the moment from BFC, I have to say. But Brian Sanchez has to be careful. There's been the one or the other small little foul from the Argentinian. Ooh, that should have been a foul. That was clearly on the back of the player. Referee missing a lot of these small little things at the moment. Lakshay, referee. Mohun Bagan on the left. Liston loses it. And Liston with the foul on Fanai. Fanai playing a good game. And stretching his legs. Young Fanai. DFC doing very well at this moment. 69 minutes on the clock. And the champions, Mohun Bagan Super Giant, at this moment. And Rahul Beke having a word, a little bit of pep talk from Rahul Beke for Fanai. Continue to play. Long ball. Headed out by Alberto. Liston, Apuya. Keeps it, turns it. Apuya across for Manveer, who will not get to it. Roshan will allow the ball to move out. No. Roshan has to clear it for a throw-in. That is sometimes when you think the ball's going to go out and it doesn't, then it becomes a problem for you. Petratos plays it across to Alberto. Alberto Rodriguez to Shubhashish Bose on the left. Back to Alberto. Alberto Rodriguez plays it across to Apuya. Apuya short to Petratos, who will chip it into the box. Easily headed out by by Sana. Sanchez can't get to it. Back with Mohun Bagan. Apuya. Alberto. Again, squares it to Apuya. Avimite Apuya. Again, Alberto. Looking for Petratos, who's now on the left. Petratos finds McLaren. McLaren empty. McLaren empty. The ball doesn't cross the line. How does that not cross the line? Lucky BFC. Ball through to Jay McLaren, and somehow BFC avoid conceding. I would love to see a replay of that. And there's some discussion going on with the ref. Yeah, pushing and shoving for both teams. This whole corner problem that you have also in European football. Petratos to take the corner for Mohun Bagan. 72nd minute. Cleared. Only a throw-in for Mohun Bagan. Petratos to take the throw-in. Doesn't have too many options. I only see pink shirts. Yeah, leaves it to Abimite. Oh, nearly falls over the Advana. Headed out. And maybe a chance for BFC to break. Oh, Sanchez. No, sorry, not Sanchez. Sunil loses the ball. Or was it? No, Sunil loses the ball. Liston. Petratos. Alberto. Lost by Shubhashish in the middle. Out to Ryan Williamson. The ball wasn't clean. Back with Mohun Bagan. Maybe we are in this decisive phase of this encounter. BFC had more of the ball. Now Mohun Bagan with more of the ball. Ball through to Manveer. Sana. Sana has to clear it because he doesn't get the support from Ashik or from Roshan. Throw in. Abhimite. 72 plus minutes. Abhimite for Manveer. Manveer in the box. Manveer keeps it in, but Ashik will clear with a long kick. for his former teammate Vishal Keth. Tom Aldred. Apuya. Tom Aldred. Plays it to Alberto Rodriguez. Aldred. Apuya Ralte. Short to Thapa. Apuya Aldred. Alberto Rodriguez plays it for Liston Colasso. Shubhashish Bose, who's also trying to play an inverted wing back. Tom Aldred chips it, but chips it into no man's land. And the ball goes out. Goal kick for Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Ooh, who was this? Oh, Mahesh. Sorry, no Mahesh. Roshan Naurem. Roshan Naurem. Very, very, very lucky. And 2 substitutions for BFC. Monirul Mullah and Suresh set to come on. Brian Sanchez and Ashik going off. No, Sunil Chetri going off. Monirul Mullah. The big man, Captain Fantastic, going off. And it's a drinks break after 74 plus minutes. So double substitution at BFC. Renedy brings on Monirul Mullah. And if I am right, yeah, Suresh Wangjam in place of Brian Sanchez. And Sunil Chetri. Brian, of course, having picked up a yellow card. So therefore, that totally makes sense, in my opinion. And it's been a fighting game. And BFC deserve that point at this moment. But for them, yeah, Mohun Bagan would stay ahead of them. As they go back with this result, Mohun Bagan would move to 13 points. And BFC would join East Bengal, Goa and Mumbai on 8. So 5 points, they would remain behind the league leaders. But the interesting part, of course, is Jamshedpur tomorrow play at Northeast. And if Mohun Bagan don't win, Jamshedpur could move up to be top. After today's match, some Keravas FC fans are posting support of club as recently met the management. Raj, again, what Keravas today did, fighting-wise, was okay. Footballing-wise, the less we speak, the better. Palma almost goal. Okay, no. Sanchez, a little bit. Nah, I don't think so. Sanchez is an Argentinian. I would say a different position, but a little bit like Pereira Diaz, a little bit on the fighting ways. Mohun Bagan on the left. Liston, too short. BFC try to play out. Yeah, Monirul Mullah wants a foul, but yeah, that's a real test for the youngster. Liston, McLaren. Yeah, McLaren today a little clumsy. Unusual. Monirul Mullah loses the ball. But Pujari, Khusiev, and Monirul Mullah not involved yet. Shubhashish into the block. Apuya. And Mohun Bagan keep the ball. Abhimite. Oh, Abhimite through the legs of Ashik. And Fanai and cleared by Gurpreet for a throw-in. Your opinion regarding East Bengal today? Zoravar not good enough. After the 1-0, they didn't try, didn't go for the kill. and kept the Blasters alive. And then the Blasters, yeah, did what they needed to do, and it was enough, so to say. So therefore, for me, I would say East Bengal have only themselves to blame. Yeah, so yeah, replay the nutmeg of Abhimite against Ashik. Benali complain about pitch. Okay, Raj, East Bengal fans go back. Oscar's a good coach, I think so. Each time I think Oscar has a few issues because I think the expectation levels at East Bengal are high, to say the least. But the problem at East Bengal at the moment, I think, is Oscar has been too involved in social media, in my opinion. Another substitution. Fanay off and Vineet Venkatesh on. Already having a word with the youngster. Fanay, 79 minutes on the clock, has to come off. And telling Suresh to take over. So for me, yeah, East Bengal fans demanding Oscar out. It's a difficult one because, as I said, to me, Oscar has had too much of these petty fights with the fans. He's blocked people on social media and posted some weird stuff. So I don't know if that is going to be the one that decides these things. And to me, um, you know, yeah, it's difficult. I mean, I think it feels like Oscar's on borrowed time. Oopsala. Well, Beke getting the leg of Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Guys who are new to the channel, make sure to share only true info here. Thanks, Raj. Yes, try to. We're growing 3,908. So we're slowly moving towards the 4,000 mark. So keep on growing the Arunfoot family. That's a foul on Monirul Molla, and that's hurting. That is hurting Shubhashish Bose. Or, oh no, that's an arm from Alberto Rodriguez. This is not good refereeing today. This is not good refereeing today. Monroe Muller thought he. So yeah, the Dratos. Avimita with the mistake. Monirul Molla. Monirul Molla! Oh, just above the goal. Gifted an opportunity, Monirul Molla. Would have been a perfect punishment. Lovely turn. But not on goal. Mohun Bagan playing dangerously. Go back, Oscar chance outside stadium as well. Looks like this match will probably Mohun's first draw. Yeah, looks like it. Even went to Bangladesh, chanted, won't find tested Bangalore. So yeah, best game by BFC, I have to say, this season. And Renedy has been criticized at BFC. So for that, respect, my friend, for what his team is putting together. But they've had to make some substitutions now. Brian Sanchez off, Sunil off, Fanai off. Can they hold on to it? Petratos with the free kick, 82nd minute being played. Petratos from the left. Petratos into the danger zone. That's a header. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu with the save. Shot from distance. Blocked by BFC twice. It's all happening at the Kanteerava. Who was that this time? Mohun Bagan with the ball. 83rd minute running. Ball. Can Abhi Mitai keep it in? No, he can't. Long throw in. Monirul Molla takes it outside. Can he do something with it? Monirul Molla. BFC keep it in. BFC in the box. Can they keep it in? Shot attempt. Monirul Molla, Vineet Venkatesh, the youngsters. From this, if BFC wins, it will be a great result. Raj, it would most probably open up the league. And, so Ryan Williams keeping the ball in and Monirul Molla, somehow you think, and, and he's waiting for the ball because you're at the other end. Is that McLaren? No, it's Petratos. Petratos misses an open goal. And I think Gurpreet said something to him on the way as well. It's all happening in Bangalore. It's still goalless. McLaren heads it on to Petratos, and that's open one. Rahul Beke tying his laces Rahul Beke tying the laces of Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Yeah. This is all now part of the tactics. Question is we asked about BC Academy players like Monomola can't score from substitution. No, Zorawar, I wouldn't say so. That is nothing to do about scoring, teaching players to score. It's on the players. I mean, this is something you might have taught him the right way, but he doesn't do the finish. Mohun Bagan clear their lines. But is it offside? Is it a free kick? Something or the other given? Mohun Bagan with the ball. Vishal Keth, 85 minutes on the clock. Vishal goes long, looking for Manvir. Heads it on, but Rahul Beke with here. Sorry. Cleared by BFC. 3 men in the box. Ashik Kuronian. Oh, that's a foul from Apuya, and that will be a card. Should be a card. Ashik Kuronian still on the ground. Apuya picking up the yellow card. The real test of Mohun Bagan Super Giant will start now with teams like Jamshedpur FC incoming. Yeah, Jamshedpur, Mumbai City. Even the derby, there's a lot to be seen and tested. And there's a BFC player. Sorry, Ashik still down. And the Mohun Bagan coaches having a word with the substitutes, Cummings and Mehtab. So it's likely that Cummings will be added in an attacking position, while Mehtab will replace either Tom Aldred or Alberto. A lot of Mohun Bagan fans in the ground. And Amay Ranawade also on the touchline. So triple substitution for Mohun Bagan Super Giant being prepared. Amay coming on for Abi Mitay. Cummings coming on for Aldred. And Manvir coming off. Mehtab coming on. Eighth minute being played. Still goalless at the Kanteerava, but this is a good goalless result for both these teams. 88 minutes now on the clock. And the ball back with BFC. Roshan has it. Roshan looks to play long, cleared by Amay. BFC, little uncontrolled. Alberto, under pressure from Ryan Williams. Alberto has to play it back. Played across to Mehtab Singh. Ashik. Ashik plays it through. Ryan Williams doesn't get to it. Sorry, Suresh doesn't get to it. And Monroe Molla is down. Has to get up. Shubhashish. Apuya. Cummings. Cummings beats Kuziev. Jason Cummings. Jason Cummings. Jason Cummings wants to take a shot and blocked by Rahul Beke for a corner. Strong defending from BFC. Do you see East Bengal having any chance of winning the league from here on? East Bengal have already dropped more than 5 points. East Bengal have dropped. Yeah, well. No, no, no. Sorry. Corner into the danger. Oh, and that is just wide from Alberto Rodriguez. Corner. Petratos. And Alberto, I don't think it was the head. It was, I think, the foot, the body, something or the other. No, it was a foot. It was a shot. It was a good shot from Alberto. Foot shot, knee. And another substitution for BFC. Namyal Bhutia coming on. 5 minutes of added time. Ashik off. Namyal Bhutia on. BFC win the ball. Ryan Williams. Play on. Ryan Williams. Vineet. Oh, God. Vineet Venkatesh. What is that? An outside step which was not necessary. Yeah. Real test coming for Mohun Bagan Super Giant with Jamshedpur FC, FC Goa, East Bengal, and Mumbai City. But Mahesh, this is today the first real test. And that is really showing itself. Apuya, we're already in added time. And it's going to be once more the ball with BFC. With Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. And Kaku Khalia says Fanai gameplay has improved than before. Yeah. He's one of those where you see, you know, much more mature. And that is that. And in Germany, Bayern Munich just equalize. Harry Kane comes on, and I think 30 seconds later, it's 1-1 against Bayer Leverkusen. Oh, Blaswig put, oh God, it's the back. Luis Diaz comes in, and Harry Kane into the empty net. Kian Nasiri coming on for Liston Colasso in the 93rd minute. Mohun Bagan, are they set to drop their first points? Anirudh Thapa cleared once more by BFC. Alberto to Mehtab. Amai, does he keep it in? No, that's going to be a BFC throw in. Cleared by BFC. Ball with Vishal Keth. Mehtab to take the free kick. Amay Ranawade. Ball with Mohun Bagan on the left. Through ball, Apuya. Rahul Beke clears it. Yeah, there are now nervous moments. Mohun Bagan with the ball. Kian Nasiri into the box, headed out by by Sana. Ryan Williams, Monirul, Ryan Williams. BFC with the ball. Mohun Bagan win the ball. Shubhashish Bose. Alberto blocked. Loses the ball. Mohun Bagan win the ball back. We are in the final seconds of the game. Mohun Bagan set to drop their first points of this campaign. Ball forward for Kian. Roshan taking no chances. Ryan Williams has the ball. Suresh. Roshan blocked by Cummings. And that's the final whistle at the Kanteerava. Bengaluru FC hold Mohun Bagan Super Giant to a first goalless draw of the season, meaning Mohun Bagan Super Giant, first of all, don't score, and first of all, drop points in this Indian Super League campaign. And it's a deserving goalless draw. Maybe it deserved a goal here and there, but this game, yeah, a really top clash between these two. It ends Mohun Bagan goalless, BFC goalless at the Kanteerava. BFC hold Mohun Bagan to a draw, and yeah, you know, so that's the reality. And let me just quickly do a tweet. One second, let me just put the tweet out, and I will be back. Just give me for a second. Let me put out the tweet. The tweet has gone out. BBC hold the high-flying Mohammad Subhajan. Yes, lucky that most shots missed. Yeah, great match. A good fight, BBC. Well, then, yes, but again, there were misses at the other end as well. So, yeah, well, the best game this season. So far, Blue, is it the best? Maybe East Bengal Jamshedpur would be most probably a close second or a better first. I don't know. Both the games were good. So, therefore, for me, Siddharth says unexpected result. Yeah, you guys as BFC fans criticized Renedy a lot, but I have to give him the credit today that he did what was needed from him, of him, and yeah, I was thinking we'll win this easily. I didn't think so because again there is a lot of things, and Mohun Bagan Super Giant have had an easy campaign so far, but this today a good performance, and yeah, and not only good performance, very good performance by BFC and deserving result. Best game by BFC, yes, in my opinion, so far the best game of the season by them. Jamshedpur FC in pole position for this week. Mahesh, they need to win at Northeast, right? So this is the problem, right? Okay, Mohun Bagan draw, they will win. No, it's not that easy. They will have to still win their game. BFC lucky today and huge result for them. Mohun Bagan winning streak finally. It's not lucky, Raj. Why are BFC lucky? There were chances at both ends, right? If you had said after the first half, was it yeah, but second half BFC had as good or maybe yeah, not the best game, but was expecting better from Monsoon. Yeah, BFC had them on players' face. Says a lot. Yes, it says a lot that they miss open goal. Horrible misses, I say, from both ends. Yes, exactly. This game can help BFC to gain some momentum. 100%, Siddharth. I think it was important to go to Kolkata and get a win against Mohammedan Sporting. Again, lowly Mohammedan Sporting, but again, you still have to win it. And and today was very, very important to continue that streak. And from that perspective, I think very important game, very important result for BFC, more important for BFC than I guess for Mohun Bagan. Mohun Bagan positioning in last 10 minutes was not up to the mark. Raj, yeah, it was a thing. In some games the ball just don't go in. Yeah, Blue, that's football. Midfield BFC seems composed today. Yeah, so that they got better in the second half. It wasn't as composed in the first. I think it was Sasha who was saying that they were not really properly blocking the thing. Aman says good match tomorrow. Which games? Tomorrow's games are, what was it? Northeast United versus Jamshedpur FC, and in the second, it is Inter Kashi versus Mumbai City FC. And now finally Bayern Munich with the equalizer, twice the VR. Suppose he said hands involved, and Luis Diaz with the equalizer for Bayern Munich. So you see, it was looking good. BFC was looking very good today. Maybe Lobera was late to change and bring Cummings. Yeah, could be, no? If I think what the changes, Mohun Bagan triple change only in the 80th minute. Yeah, I think if I look at the game, maybe 75th minute might have been smarter to bring in Cummings and um, add some freshness in the attack. Draw for both World Cups today. Yes, very true. East Bengal held 1-1 by the Blasters, and BFC hold Mohun Bagan goalless. Ashik looks like lost his touch in recent times. Siddharth, I thought he was better today, and he gave Abhimita some good, um, created some problems for him. That he takes his time and all those things. I think is nothing new. Ashik takes more time on ball. Yes, Akash Mishra's Interkashi home club. It's not his home club, so to say. You might think it might be, but yeah. If they gone for draw, they could have gone all over. I don't know, Raj, if they could have gone for all over or not, but I think BFC will be Renedy, knowing him, would have liked to win, but I think he'll take the draw as well. Dimi and McLaren didn't look same when they don't have third foreign up front. Yeah, looked like it to me to some extent, Blue, but it also looked McLaren, and again not only McLaren but also Petratos with their finishing were not good today. Petratos also takes so much time in ball. Yeah, it would be Lucknow club play in ISL. Mm, Yeah, I mean you're saying hometown club, no? It's home club, again home state club, you could say, no? I'm happy today. Good, Siddharth. You should be happy today because I think that was a very good performance by BFC today, and a very, very deserving result for BFC. Tweets coming up by more fans. Lobera criticism started. Yeah, it's normal, no? Home state club. Yeah, I mean the point is again they thought, yeah. Uh, Look at Oscar go out, yeah, crazy. So after today, BC is still in title race and EFC is going far. Blue, I don't think that either BFC or East Bengal are in the title race. I would not think so. But again, the point now is because the league today onwards, again, round 5, I always said 4 rounds, we'll have something, and then round 5 onwards, we'll see what happens. And to me, BFC holding Mohun Bagan to a goalless draw is a very good result. And yeah, you'll have to see what these two teams can do. And but Jamshedpur in there, Mumbai City traveling to Kolkata or having traveled to Kolkata, it's going to be very interesting what they can do. And yeah, so let's see. I yeah, still can be beaten. Yes, they can. Good to see crowd in good numbers. Yes, that is also very true. We need really needs to fix that. I mean, that was no good. The way that forget the decision making. It is about the technique. It's about the technique of what he does. So Swallow Stadium getting renovated? No. I hope Denver will win against Mohun Super Giant. Let's see, Aman. I would still ask more of them why you guys didn't travel to Iran. Oh God, Raj. So your views in terms of player speed. IFL have more? No, no. Why would IFL have more? Don't think so. Do you think Denver is our favorite now or more still? It's no. It's nothing is done. Nothing is over. Um, Mohun Bagan have just dropped points. Again, tomorrow if Jamshedpur don't win, and maybe let's say Jamshedpur tomorrow lose to Northeast, which is possible, right? Mm. Then suddenly say, oh, Mohun Bagan 1 point ahead. So therefore, it doesn't change in these 90 minutes. Who was new youngster in pitch for BC? There was no one, no new youngster on. They were all there's no youngster on the pitch today. They were all players who have played for them. Good football going on finally. Siddharth is getting better. As expected in game week 3-4 is getting better. Waiting eagerly to see Ryan Williams. Yes, in a few weeks. IFL has more views on YouTube than J League. Raj, these comparisons don't work because the J League, right, is showing its matches on television. So these wild comparisons, oh, this, that, everything. What I can tell you only um, is that um, overall the viewerships are not good at the moment, right? Need to be better. So yeah, Munmulla is talking about Monroe Mulla is not new. Monroe Mulla has been around for ages, right? He's been even loaned out for a certain period of time. Where did he go? Monroe Mulla. Where did he go? Monroe Mulla went to. Where did he go? Right? Was Rajasthan United last season. He spent some time. Yeah. J League attendance stadium is better than ISL and Saudi. Yeah, that's again. IFL having good telecast, well, pre-show and all. Yeah, yeah. Well, yes, sir. You see, ISL will reach same level. GSW, no parent franchise who's interested. Let's assume we get 15 see football condition proven. Let this season go. At the moment, let's not talk about the future. I don't see that the future conversation needs to be there. And as I think today the biggest loser is East Bengal. They would be just 3 points when Monsoon and they're just dropping points every match. Yeah, Blue. So-called national today, no win. Shumit says national club. Yeah, I mean, those are some of the realities. Guys, I need to end this live because I now need to head and do some work. I will catch you tomorrow with some more lives. And like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you very, very soon. Thanks.